she has fire in her soul and grace in her heart. And that started that journey. And I think when you get the call, which I got the call in January of 2020, that I was angry. I was by myself, so I screamed. And then there was that part of you that just wants to just go outside or do something crazy. And I looked over at a pillow, and you know those tags that you're not supposed to cut off or tear off? I looked over and I got a pair of scissors and I just went through the house and cut every tag off every pillow. And it was like, it just let go, you know, of everything. So as everything started, and when I finally came to my senses, which only took 2 hours, I think, I realized that this was a journey I had really prepared for and didn't know it. 5 years prior, I had quit smoking. I had gone on a health kick, lost 30 pounds, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that that was my beginning for this journey, that I got my health together, and it was vital. It was very important for me. So as I started, I decided to keep a journal and to take those awful pictures that you never want to take of when your hair is falling out. My husband shaved my head. I mean, those are the things that you never will forget. And then as I started my chemo treatments, the pandemic hit. So I went into every treatment, which is 5 hours, alone. And I just sat there and I got to know everyone, and I realized that I was not going to be the victim and that cancer was not going to take me, that I was going to take control of it and give back to the community. And I had no right to feel sorry for myself when I looked around that room, and I didn't. And that's what started the fire. And it just progressed, and as I went through being stuck in the house, I couldn't see my family. People brought food and dropped it off at the door. Mother's Day that year, my son, which I have pictures of, they stood outside my door and brought all these, and I noted each each therapy. And then, when I finally made it through the chemo and made it through the mastectomy, we got to ring the bell. So my tribe, which it takes a village or a tribe, honestly, to help people get through this journey. And the pandemic didn't help again. And as we grew, I had people drive by with parades, and this was at a time I could not even walk. I basically had to be arms held up, and they brought bells for me to ring so that they could see those bells rung, because no one could come into the infusion area and have them done. You realize really what you were going through at the time that you never even knew. You know, how bad you hurt, how you couldn't walk, how you couldn't do things. I was dusting on my knees at home, you know, because no one could come. So my husband was the most wonderful caregiver, and he just stood by me and did everything. So that's my journey, and the journey doesn't stop there. It does not.